Hello students, today with the continuation of the chapter electrochemistry, let us just revise what we have done till now in the previous videos. We have done basically electrochemical cells part. In electrochemical cells we have dealt with electrolytic cell, then galvanic cell. In galvanic cell I have introduced you what is meant by salt bridge, what is electrode potential, what is oxidation potential, what is reduction potential, what is standard cell potential. Then last lecture we also saw how to write down the representation of galvanic cell or how to write down the cell reactions. Now after going through all those things, the next part what we have to pay attention in galvanic cell, it is dependence of cell potential on concentration. As the heading says, we are going to find a relationship how cell potential is dependent on concentration. Concentration of what? Concentration of electrolytes. This dependence of cell potential on concentration is given by an equation called as Nernst equation. So the question can also come as derive Nernst equation or give a relationship of cell potential with the concentration of electrolyte. For this, generally the cell potential and our electrode potential depends upon temperature, concentration of solutes and partial pressure of gases. This dependence of potential is given by the Nernst equation. For that Nernst equation, we consider any general equation or a general reaction saying A moles of A combines with B moles of B to give us C moles of C plus D moles of D. According to Nernst equation, the cell voltage is given by cell potential is equals to standard cell potential minus RT upon NF ln concentration of C raised to the power C into concentration of D raised to the power D upon concentration of A raised to the power A into concentration of B raised to the power B. Here, if I remove this ln and convert it into log to the base 10, then our RT upon NF part will multiply by 2.303. So the above equation will become E cell, that is cell potential, is equal to E naught cell standard cell potential minus 2.303 RT upon NF into log to the base 10 product of concentration of products upon product of concentration of reactants with each concentration term raised to the power to its stoichiometric coefficient as given in a balanced chemical equation. Now, in this given Nernst equation, what is N? N stands for moles of electron used in the reaction. F stands for Faraday's, which is equal to 96500 coulombs. T stands for the temperature, which has to be mentioned in Kelvin. R stands for gas constant, whose value is 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole. If I say that the given cell is at 25 degrees Celsius, that is 298 Kelvin, so the value 2.303 RT upon F, these are all constant terms. If I substitute their actual values, it will be 2.303 into 8.314 into 298 upon 96500, which comes to be 0.0592. So, if I have to write down Nernst equation at 25 degrees Celsius, in place of 2.303 RT upon F, I can write down E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.0592 upon N, that is in place of 2.303 RT upon F, I have written 0.0592 upon N log to the base 10. Concentration of product of concentration of products upon product of concentration of reactants, with each concentration term raised to the power to its stoichiometric coefficient as given in the balanced chemical equation. So, in this given Nernst equation, rather than writing down the concentration terms, I can simply say E cell is equals to E naught cell minus 0.0592 upon N log to the base 10 concentration of products upon concentration of reactants. This will be our Nernst equation when we have a cell working at 25 degrees Celsius, that is 298 Kelvin or room temperature. In the same Nernst equation, if the cell potential is equal to standard potential and when the concentration of reactants and products are 1 molar, means if I say my concentration of products is equal to concentration of reactants, which is equal to 1 molar, then in our Nernst equation the whole concentration term will become equal to 1. So simply our cell potential will become equal to standard cell potential, that is E cell will be equal to E naught cell. This is only and only when our concentration of products and reactants are equal to unity, means they are equal to 1 molar. Now, in the Nernst equation, one important note we have to remember, that is, if a gaseous substance is present in the cell, means if I have hydrogen gas as an electrode or chlorine gas as an electrode or oxygen gas as an electrode, then its concentration term is replaced by the partial pressure of the gas. Now in this, if you have listened to my previous lectures, I have told you that whenever we write down a cell reaction, and in that cell reaction if I have any electrode in the form of gas, it is very important to mention its pressure, because that pressure will play a role in deciding the cell potential value. That is, we will be having a relationship of partial pressure of the gases with respect to the cell potential and standard cell potential. So very important is, if the given electrodes have in form of gas, then the concentration term will be replaced by partial pressure terms. Once we know how to write down the Nernst equation, what we can use it for? We can use it to calculate cell potential and electrode potential. Cell potential, that is when we have a complete cell. Sometimes they also give us an half cell. If we are using half cell's Nernst equation, then that will give us a formula to calculate its electrode potential and not the cell potential. So with the help of Nernst equation, we can use to calculate both the things, that is cell potential if it represents a cell, or electrode potential if it represents any half cell. So that is a major role of Nernst equation, and many a times we have questions based on numericals, or simply they give us a cell reaction and ask you to write down its Nernst equation. So if they are asking us to only write down the Nernst equation, then the important points are, based on the cell reaction, first we have to write down its oxidation half reaction, reduction half reaction, which will help us to find out how much is the mole of electron used in the reaction. That N value is important. Then based on its net cell reaction, we can find out what is your product hand, what is your reactant hand, and accordingly we can substitute the values. Sometimes rather than giving you only the derivation part, they can ask you the numerical. So let us just see two numericals based on Nernst equation.